What is it, boy? Something's coming. A truck? Yeah?
It's me, Talcott. My grandpa served the Amicidia family.
Talcott?
Yeah.
No way.
Yes way. Welcome back, Your Majesty. Yes, sir. That's right. Huh? Just a second. Said he wants to have a word with you.
He can have it in person.
He said you can have it in person. Okay. We should be there shortly, sir. Wow. I can't tell you how good it is to see you again.
Yeah, you sure look different, though.
You think so? Guess I've grown some these 10 years.
10 years.
The guys must be pinching themselves right now.
Where are they, anyway?
Lestalem, more often than not, but they take a lot of trips to Hammerhead. For Miss Cindy. You know, back at the garage. She's a tough one, but when she needs a little extra muscle out on the road, she gives him a call.
Huh.
Oh, speaking of which, the guys said they're near Hammerhead right now, so we'll be meeting them there. You know, ever since you disappeared, Your Majesty, it's been nothing but nighttime non-stop. Lestalem still has light thanks to the power plant, so just about everyone's taken refuge there.
Only there?
Everywhere else has been abandoned. Demons moved in, forcing the people to move out. People still swing by the garage at Hammerhead from time to time, but it usually isn't for repairs. These days it's less of a service station and more of a slayer station, a base for demon hunting. The garage is still open though, one of the few places that is.
So, Sid, he's still alive and kicking.
He's kicking all right, just not as hard as before. He hasn't really been himself lately. At least, not since he moved out to Lestalem. Someone suggested he move the garage there too, but old man Sid wasn't having it. He called it a big fat chocobo turd of an idea. Said it just wouldn't be the same anywhere else.
That sounds like Sid, all right.
Miss Cindy said she didn't mind either way. So the garage will probably stay put for a while, and without any tinkering to do, Ignis's gourmet seafood is about all Sid has left to look forward to. With all the demons prowling around, more folk were getting hurt. Or worse. So Iris talked the Marshal into taking out the demons themselves. Iris the Demon Slayer, they call her. Gladio and the others, they lend him a hand whenever they can. Prompto spends most of his time hunting around Hammerhead. He tries to impress Miss Cindy, but she's already married to her work.
And Ignis?
He hunts too. We tried to stop him, but he wouldn't listen. He said if anything, he's more used to the darkness than we are.
Never got his vision back.
I'm afraid not. But that being said, he gets by pretty well on his own. Gladio and Prompto usually hunt on their own as well. It isn't often you see the three of them together nowadays. They still work as a team every once in a while, but each has his own set of tasks to keep him busy.
Is that so?
We've arrived, Your Majesty. Everyone will be so happy to see you. Don't worry. I won't be going anywhere. If you have any other questions, please don't hesitate to ask.
Hey.
Hey? That's all you have to say for yourself after all this time?
Noct! It's you! It's really
Is
you!
it? I hadn't realized.
Well, well. You kept us waiting.
Not like I wanted to. We've got catching up to do. Let's head inside.
I'm more than happy to tell you everything I know. The Chancellor's still around, though. In Insomnia. Nobody who saw him had any clue what he might have been up to. Their stories piqued Ignis's curiosity. I ended up helping Ignis look into the matter, digging through old records, even joining him on trips to the royal tombs.
Royally roped into it.
It's cool. I'm a bit of a history buff myself. But we did discover something pretty weird.
Huh?
While we were poring over all those ancient texts, one name caught our eye. Arden's. Apparently he was hailed as a savior, healing all those who were ravaged by demons, only to end up branded a demon himself. A dubious charge, I'd say. By all accounts, he was just as human as you and me. I'm more than happy to tell you everything I know. We've even got some former Imperials fighting for us. The toughest of them said she used to lead a band of mercenaries.
Aranea?
So you do know her. Well, I'm not surprised. The Marshal said she was feared far and wide back in the day. But now she's revered among the Lucian masses. Same with her men, Biggs and Wedge. Each of them leads their own small army.
That's great.
I'm more than happy to tell you everything I know. Oh, right. About the Empire.
Huh.
Gladio brought back word that both the Emperor and High Commander were dead. With those two gone, Niflheim pretty much fell apart.
Yeah, figured.
I'm more than happy to tell you everything I know. On the bright side, we've come a little closer to understanding the demons.
And?
You see, I'd always thought they were animals, only more hideous and savage. But it turns out they're just ordinary people. Unlucky folk infected by something or other that transformed them into monsters. There's no known cure as of yet, so death is the only mercy. I'm more than happy to tell. We've got a lot of survivors pouring in from Accordo, too. What with all the demon attacks there as of late? Not like it's much better here. Lestalem's practically overflowing with refugees from Insomnia. The Empire's recovery assistance fell by the wayside, and demons overran the city. Thankfully, Iris and the Marshal managed to evacuate the civilians. Now there's no one left. Except the demons. I spent my childhood in the Crown City. It's sad knowing it's gone, you know?
Not for long. I became the king to reclaim our home, and now I'm back, as promised.
All these years and you remembered.
You bet.
I'm more than happy to tell you Your Majesty, do you remember my grandfather?
Yeah.
There's something I wasn't able to tell you back then. Grandpa died because of me. It was my fault. An Imperial officer approached me in town, asked if I was from the Crown City, and that was just the beginning. What brings you here, young man? You didn't come here by yourself, did you? Oh, your grandfather's a butler at a manor. How very grand. Oh, he rubs shoulders with the royal family. You must be ever so proud. I answered him without thinking. A little after that, the man showed up at our hotel.
Talcott.
Think what you will of me, But please know that Grandpa didn't give you away.
Listen,
Yeah?
you're not a kid anymore. You should know by now what happened that day wasn't your fault. None of it. You know, it's hard to ask someone about their pain, but it's just as hard to share your own with someone else. I appreciate you opening up to me, and I swear I'll make things right. But believe me when I say nobody blames you. Not me, not your grandpa. Trust me, you have the king's word.
I suppose you're right. Your Majesty. Thank you. Safe travels, Your Majesty.
You and I need to come up with a plan.
If it please, Your Highness.
So, Ignis, you're really cooking like you used to.
More or less. I can manage with far less help than I required before.
You know, it's okay to ask for help. You don't need to prove anything to us.
Probably more about proving it to himself. I say we leave him to it.
Well, yeah, I guess that's how he got so good. Even better than before, if you can believe it.
My taste buds sure do.
Perhaps I've developed a culinary sixth sense.
Hey, Iggy. You ought to follow Wescom's example. Open up a restaurant.
I'll give the matter some thought. Assuming such demand still exists in a post-apocalyptic world.
Well, look what the coral dragged in. You boys curious about these quakes too? As it were, I was going through some old biology docs and I stumbled upon something that might pique your interest. Long White Peak. Oh, baby, this is monumental. I've got to check it out up close.
I see you boys are on the beat too. Not surprising, given the scale of this incident, if you will. My buddy Dino's been searching for a scoop. Sounds pretty dangerous. Think of how many copies we'll sell. And apparently there are some old legends about Longwythe. Past myths back to haunt the present. People will eat it up.
Noctis, my boy, you seen it out there? These quakes have got the guppies scared out of their gills. Wonder if there's a new fish done set them all astir. Whatever it is causing these quakes, it's gotta be a real whopper. Either way, I'm gonna keep on fishing. And don't worry, if I get any good bites, you boys will be the first to know.
How in tarnation's a man supposed to get any work done when his tools are flying off the shelves all willy-nilly? In all my years living on the outside, I ain't never felt anything like these earthquakes. Ain't good for nothing but giving me a backache. Tooey!
All these recent quakes are giving me the chills. Can't even boil a pot of water without worrying it's gonna spill all over the place. Only got a splash of stock left in the fridge. Like to run dry if these quakes don't quiet down soon.
We heard rumblings of an earthquake around here and came to check it out. It's a little too close to the capital for comfort. Normally, Jared's notebook has the answer, but it came up blank this time. Except for a weird legend about Longwythe. Something about the mountain awakening every few centuries and making the earth shake by its rousing. That's the best I got.
Prince Noctis, are you helping look for earthquakes? Well, guess what? I'm helping too. I started looking in Grandpa's notebook, and here's what I found. It said there's a legend about the mountain, and that's all he wrote. Oh, but you know what else? He drew a picture of a turtle. Not only was Grandpa smart, but he was a good drawer.
If it isn't my favorite hunters. You looking into what's causing all these earthquakes? Everyone at the power plant's up in arms. They're all wondering if the meteors got anything to do with them. The company's offering a bonus to anyone who can solve the mystery, so I figured I'd take up the cause and earn some extra gil.
Well, if it isn't Inch Prey Octus Nay. Dave probably told you, but I'm out here reporting on the earthquake. Since we're on good terms, let me share a little scoop. Word on the street is that the crag itself is the key. That, Crown City chick, Monica? Yeah, well, she's following up on the lead at Longwythe for me.
Well, I guess my cover's blown. I didn't come here to cook. I came here as an informant. Thought about picking up some ingredients while I was in the area, but now's not really the time for grocery shopping. If the quakes shake the key and our ship stops sailing, our restaurant's sunk. We need to solve this now.
The cause of the quakes? I'm afraid I must direct you to Monica. I'm simply here to look out for Lady Iris and young Talcott. And that's all I have to say. Apologies for not being of help.
Good to see you, Prince Noctis. Dustin and I have been investigating the recent tremors in the region. I believe we've discovered the source of the quakes, a long-dormant creature called the Adamantus. The beast is far too dangerous for us to approach. If you decide to venture closer, do exercise caution.
All kidding aside, this could be bad.
So we'll just stay out of it.
No, it's cool. Let's go.
All kidding aside, I hate you.
Whoa! What is that?
Oh no! No, wait, dude! That's a turtle!
The size of it. It's freaking huge.
Camping. Again.
Well, you got a problem with camping? That's boss.
Come now, it's nothing special.
Keep it moving.
Yep.
Dude, you can't be serious! Oh crap, you are!
That's not a beast. That's a mountain.
Perhaps this is one mountain we should reconsider. What? Do you seriously mean to do this?
Not! Come on, man, not cool!
Well, I've heard of moving mountains. We're taking one down? That's a twist. One false move and we're done for.
We can turn the tide yet.
Want some?
Gladio!
Any last words?
for.
We're gaining ground, but there's still a long way to go.
Get back!
Awesome.
One shot!
Any last words?
No one miss your nice guy! One shot!
My pleasure.
Certainly didn't expect this much trouble. Nice knowing you guys.
Want some? Want some? Want some? Want some?
We can turn the tide yet.
All right, boys, we're in the home stretch. Don't be dying over here. We actually did it!
Piece of cake, huh?
After an infinite regression, we arrived at an answer. The turtles all the way down.
How about we grab a bite?
Sounds reasonable enough. Are you joining us?
What can I do you for? No surprises. What can I do you for? Order away. Coming right up.
Look out, stomach.
Had your fill? Good.
He's got a knife! Maybe it's your cooking?
Don't bet on it.
Forgive me. Nothing personal. Hey, Ignis! Don't be late. Must say, what can I say?
You've got it on its last legs!
Let's put it out of its misery.
Swift and painful! Can't stop knocked.
What can I say?
We all good?
Better than good.
Good to go.
He's got a knife! Maybe it's for cooking?
Don't bet on it.
A kitchen knife. Wonder if it's a culinary battle he wants. I somehow doubt that.
Get it out!
You're done for.
Got it on its last legs!
Let's put it out of its misery.
Swift and painful!
I even amaze myself sometimes.
Your ego is what amazes me.
Frankly, I'm just amazed we actually made it.
Wait a sec. I thought there was only one god of the sea.
You sound troubled, Highness. Something got you questioning your faith?
I wouldn't go that far, but I've definitely never heard anyone tell this tale back home.
And which one would that be? Ah yes, Bismarck. Revered here in Accordo, much like Leviathan is across all of Eos. He's not a deity by definition, but the anglers of Altissia have elevated him to the same immortal plane. They pray to him, hoping he'll help them land a big haul.
So, do you think he could help me catch a whopper too?
I can't say for sure, but I suppose there's only one way to find out. Legend has it, Bismarck spends his time swimming where the seabirds flock. Keep your eyes peeled and maybe you'll spot him.
Let's grab a bite.
Hang on tight.
OMG. You guys?
Whoa, look at the size of that thing.
A divine presence indeed.
It's really him!
And he's enormous. Like, ginormous.
Get a load of this, Noct. There are fish everywhere.
Easy to see why he received the angler's apotheosis.
Well, guess we ought to pay our respects too. There ain't nothing like the great open sea.
You don't see that every day.
I better snap some shots before I forget.
I'm glad we made it out here.
Well, there he goes.
But it looks like his fishy friends are sticking around.
Until I catch him, that is.
Make sure you say a prayer of thanks.
Sky's opening up. Are you kidding me? The hunt is on. Don't do anything violent. Same to you. Chop chop. How about this?
You rang?
This time.
Are you okay?
I'll back you up. I'm counting on you.
Pronto! Make it count! Get out!
Let's have some light.
All right. I can keep this deal in check. You look hungry for more.
Could say the same for you.
What are you doing here, Aranea?
I was out taking down some demons and just happened to be in the area.
Lucky for us.
You can say that again. The demons are done for, so I'll be on my way.
Thanks for the help.
No problem. Take care, Highness.